What's up, y'all? Mr. Imagination here. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different. May not get many views, and that's okay. That's not what this video is about. But some of you that I'm in constant contact with a lot kind of know a little of my issues that's going on, and I decided to make a video to basically document one of those days. So today, it's a Monday afternoon. I am currently heading to Kingsville, Texas, and the reason I'm heading there is 3 days a week, which is normally Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I have treatment. The type of treatment that I have is dialysis. For basically those of you that don't know, mostly those people that do dialysis is because their kidney functions are basically failing, and the kidneys aren't working properly to do their job of filtering the toxins and everything out of your system. So right now I am on the road. Usually the first thing that I'll do is get a little something to eat on the drive there, because usually my drive to Kingsville takes about an hour, and my treatment time usually lasts close to 5 hours. So yeah, and with the whole COVID thing going on, we're not allowed to bring anything inside to snack on, while this is going on. So now I try to get something to eat there, eat on the way there. So I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Alright, so I made my stop. Got a little bit of Mickey D's to eat on the way there. Got some fries and some McChicken sandwiches. I'm going to eat that on the way, and I'll check back in after that. So see you then. Alright, so one thing I forgot to mention is with being on dialysis, I have to be on certain medications. Well, one of those I have to take while I'm eating, whether it's a snack or it's an actual meal. So these are basically the pills that I gotta take. They're binders. They're to help absorb the phosphorus or potassium in the stuff that I eat. So with a meal, I normally have to take 5 of these things, and I don't know if the camera showed it well enough, but these pills aren't small. So I just add some of my food. So now I'm gonna take 3 of these things. Gotta have something to drink for it. So that's another thing. Before dialysis, I was like many of y'all, drink a lot of liquid, whether it's hot, water or tea or soda, whatever. But now, basically, I'm on liquid restriction, and that means that the limit that I'm allowed to intake is about a liter. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know how much a liter is. You guys see liters of soda, at the store. That's about my limit of liquid that I can drink. Food, it's kind of different. I can, in theory, eat as much as that. I can eat as much as I want, but of course, it's not like I can eat and eat and eat and not worry about the calories at all. And sorry if the camera's a little shaky at points. Gotta love the Texas roads. But yeah, I kind of sometimes miss being able to drink as much as I want, but I've gotten used to limiting how much I intake. It's just something you get used to. Probably a question that might be coming up is like, how long have I been on dialysis? It's basically been a little bit more than 2 years, so it has taken a while to get accustomed to this, because there's a lot of foods that I can't really have, stuff that I'd have to limit, like a lot of fruit and vegetables. There's a lot out there I can't have because whether it's high in potassium or calcium or phosphorus. Those are kind of the big three that I need to watch out for. Dairy products, I gotta definitely limit that. Whether it's ice cream, cheese, milk, just dairy in general, I pretty much have to be careful of that. So one of the main things I do have to focus on is my protein levels. So a lot of different meats, whether it's beef, chicken, or fish. I'm trying to eat more chicken. Not a big fan of fish, but I will eat that. And I try to limit how much beef that I eat. Again, it's just something I have to do. But there's many things that I can get into. Why I'm on dialysis. Whatever other questions that some of you might be wondering about. And this video is just kind of showing you a day, what I do to head to treatment. So if you have questions, leave them in the comments or hit me up on Instagram. My link is always on the description. And if I get enough questions, I'll do another video answering those questions. But I'm going to continue my drive, finish my meal, and I'll check back in just a little bit. So see you then. Well, I just finished the whole meal. So, time for 2 more. Today's drink is orange Fanta, no ice. Almost to Kingsville, so see you when I'm there. So we're driving in. So that's the name of the building I'm going into. And put my stuff down right here. I'll go over what I have with me here in a little bit. But now to let them know I'm here. So this is one of the techs. This is Ashley. One of the first things that we have to do, we get our face mask and our temperature taken. So now I got approved with my temperature. Now I just got to get weighed and wash my hands. So I get to step on this to get weighed and then wash my hands. So this is the machine that I'm going to be hooked up to. Here are the needles. Show you a close-up of those later. And then the chair that I get to sit on for basically about 5 hours. So I guess one of the things I forgot to document is before you sit down, which I'm sitting down already, they put a blood pressure cuff on your arm. They take your standing pressure and your sitting pressure. So I'm just waiting for the sitting pressure. So it looks like it's lab day. And these are the needles that they'll be sticking in my arm. These are 14 gauge, the biggest that they pretty much have. And with the brown cap, that's full of lidocaine because I hate needles. Okay, so Ash right here is about to stick the lidocaine. I hate needles, so I'm not even going to show it. So it's kind of like a little burning sensation when she's injecting the lidocaine. But it definitely helps prevent me feeling the stick of those 14 gauge needles. So she's about ready to stick the second one. And for some odd reason, the top one doesn't hurt as much as the bottom one does. But no, Ash does great. She's still a rookie. She's fairly new, but she's awesome, right? You're awesome.
I'm awesome.
And she's a little bit sassy. So since it's lab day, Ash is taking labs through this, which is one only good thing about being stuck. I don't have to worry about getting a needle in the other arm. Shake, shake, shake. Yeah, and there are the labs. And now Ash is getting ready to do the heparin. Ash, while you're doing that, explain why this is important.
So you don't clot during your treatment. If you clot and we can't clear your blood out of the machine, then we have to pull everything.
So that's why using heparin is important with the hemodialysis, because this helps prevent clotting. Okay, so Ash is getting ready to hook me up, literally. And now she has the blood pressure going, so can't move that much.
Sorry.
Oh, and this is what my arm looks like after. So. What is that thing in your hand for?
This is your dialyzer. This is like an artificial kidney, to where it cleans out your blood. So the little particles, some stays out of it and some goes in. It only gives you what you need and what you don't need.
So this acts like my kidney, just like Ash explained. And down there is the tutu. Ash, what is the role of the tutu?
It's usually what your doctor prescribes you, depending on if you have depending on your lab. If you have too much calcium, your protein, everything. This lab gives you what you're short of, instead of your regular 2K and your 3K.
So not everybody gets the tutu. I'm kind of special that way. I don't know if it's a good special though. But as you can see, it's not hooked up yet, but it will be. Okay, so my life time is going to be about 9:12. So, yep, you see that's the time right now, or my time. It's not even 5 o'clock yet, so it's going to be a while. So I'll check in every now and then. But first, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I normally bring with me. Okay, so Ash made a little boo-boo about the explanation of the tutu. So I'll let her explain it again.
Okay, so the different baths are prescribed from the doctor when they're short on calcium and potassium. So depending on the results of their labs is what the doctor gives them for their baths.
And there you go, the correction was made. Some of the things that I bring with me is a little battery thingy to charge my phone if in case I need it, which I know I'm going to need it today because of all the recording I did from the drive, my place, all the way to here. Another thing that I normally bring with me are a bunch of these mustard packets. focus. Anyway, the reason I have these mustard packets with me, it's not that I like the taste of mustard. It's to help me from cramping up. You know, I can't take anything that's... Thanks, Vanessa. Okay, so anything that's high in potassium, I have to stay away from. So pickle juice, that's, you know, a no-no for me. Bananas, again, that's high in potassium. So again, can't do that. So what I did find out is mustard helps, and I can use this. So that's what I do. I try to do a packet every half hour, starting, you know, for me it'd be starting about 6. So every half hour I tried, you know, I take in a packet of mustard, and so far that has helped me from cramping up. Another thing, another thing that one of the techs gave me that was very nice of them is a fan, because sometimes it does get a little hot in here where it's supposed to be pretty chilly, kind of cool. But occasionally it does get hot, and that fan, I got to try it out. It definitely helps. And one other thing that I normally bring in with me is this blanket. It's very soft, very comfortable. You know, I really do like this blanket, and it's pretty good size. And kind of the last thing that is a must is some kind of earbuds or headphones. These earbuds are provided by the clinic. That works fine for me. I only keep usually one in one ear for whatever I'm listening to or watching. The other one, you know, I really put the other one in. But yeah, as you can tell, sometimes it does get a little noisy in here. That's usually all the text getting kind of crazy. I'll check in with you guys in just a few moments. Okay, so here's Cleo. She's head nurse, charge nurse, and she's gonna bug me about make sure I can breathe. And her nickname is Crunchy, Chewy, Crispy.
That's a long name.
Another tech designed her top of her face shield. Now she's throwing up gang signs. Okay, so one of the things that we get are these little, basically it's like a protein shake, and these are used for basically people that are on dialysis or that are having some kind of renal failure. I like the strawberry one, and usually I get pretty sad when they're out of strawberry, but the next one that I like is the mocha flavored. So I'm gonna shake this up, open it up, and drink on it for a minute. It's 6 p.m. right now, so time for mustard packets number 1. So I have to do this since I open these up myself. So cheers. All gone. So in about 30 minutes, that's when I'll have the second packet. Alright, so just a little update. It's about 8:40, 8:45. I have about maybe 30 minutes left of treatment. And as you can see, it's starting to get dark. Not quite as dark as it will be when I leave here, but yeah, it's starting. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So it's almost 9:30 and I'm basically done, just waiting for this bottom one to finish clotting up. The main reason I use a clamp is my hands like to cramp up, so that's why I use that. But I got a few minutes, and after that I weigh out, and I'll see you guys when I get back to the car. Alright, so it's after 10. I stopped and got something to eat for the drive home. This time Subway. They have a new sandwich that I wanted to try. It's the new barbecue rib sandwich, and my vehicle was kind of hungry too, so I went and fed it. So now I have an hour drive home. I'm not going to really record on the drive there because it's dark. You're not going to get a whole lot of seeable, visible footage. So what I do plan on doing is I will kind of record tomorrow when I finally wake up, just to kind of show how I'm feeling after treatment, because right now I'm okay. Usually I'm fine within the next couple hours. After that I get really tired, and that's kind of usually when I'll fall asleep wherever I'm sitting. So I'm going to drive home, eat a little bit, on that drive, and record a little bit tomorrow. But like I said earlier in the video, if you have any questions, either put them down in the comments or send them to me through Instagram. I do have my link there in the description, and let me know. I'll do another possible video where I'm answering the questions. But for me to do that, I have to have a lot of questions to answer. If it's only one or two, I'll just answer those directly without doing another video. But enough of that. Time to hit the road, and I'll see you guys when I wake up. So till then. All right, everybody. So today is now Tuesday. It's late morning. I've been up for a little bit, but yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but this is when I feel wiped out, drained. Usually in the morning, I am kind of in recovery mode, and being on summer vacation, it's easier where I can pretty much use all day to recover and deal with any issues that might arise. But when work starts, that's when it becomes a little more challenging because, you know, I have to be up a lot earlier, force myself out of bed, and hit the road, go to work. But yeah, as you can see, I still have the tape and stuff on this arm. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. And usually I try to do this about a little after I wake up. We're not supposed to keep this on too long, but at least a few hours to make sure that there's no bleeding and whatnot. But yeah, usually by the afternoon I'll feel more normal, trying to do whatever stuff I need to do. But I just kind of wanted to show you kind of what it's like into the next day. But I'm going to end this here. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Be awesome to one another. Until the next video, enough said.